imaginary pals, for another thrilling episode of Dick Rogers, Space Detective! Woo! We're excited to have everyone here for our third live show at the DBQ Fest, Iowa's oldest art festival, I've been told. I'm Eleanor Barclay, and... Oh no. Somebody's trying to buy art that I wanted to buy. You guys explain everything. I'll be right back.
Okay, well, we are the N.E.R.D.S, the Northeast Radio Drama Society, because, as we always say,
everywhere is northeast of somewhere.
And for the last 3.5 years, we've been digging up old episodes of a long-forgotten radio drama, Dick Rogers, Space Detective. Oh, and I'm Mike Nutley.
Hi, I'm Evangeline Woodward. Yeah, sometimes we get full episodes, and sometimes we're lucky if we can decipher just a portion of one.
And I'm Daniel Castle. While we stick with the original script, sometimes we take a few liberties with some of the commercials.
I'm Charlotte Longfellow. What's cool about today's episode is that we actually have 2 episodes, which are performing in their entirety.
I'm Philip Pecker, and Char is right. We've got a doozy, so strap into your space car, because we are ready to perform! Woo! Coburn?
I'm Coburn, Washington.
Okay, good enough.
Anyway, this pair of episodes is special for a few reasons. Number 1, it marks the very first appearance of a character that longtime fans may recognize.
But at the end of the day, I guess it's really not that important. Let's just get on with the episode.
Okay, here we go.
Welcome back, dear listeners, to an all-new thrilling adventure of Dick Rogers, Space Detective. Have you ever had one of those days where a simple choice slightly made changed your whole day, or maybe even your whole life? Well, today is one of those days for your hero and mine. On a day like any other, Dick was trying to unwind after a long week of difficult cases when the chief called in. The chief was none too happy with Dick because, well, you don't need me to tell you the story. We can all join Dick at his desk, engaged in a brief professional telephone call with the chief here at the beginning of Dick Rogers and the Kindergarten Kaper.
Dick, you haven't solved a single case all week.
But Chief!
No, I stand corrected. You haven't so much as taken a case this week. Every client that comes to you gets sent to the intake officer at the station before they can even explain what their case is.
Now that's not really...
Cram it, Dickie boy. The point is, you've been slacking lately and I won't stand for it any longer. No more excuses.
Look, Chief, my foot hurt and I was pretty sure that guy was gonna lead me on a crazy space car chase.
Dick, it's the year 2525. The cars drive themselves. Your foot ain't doing nothing during a chase. And what about that missing person last month?
My suit was at the wet cleaners. I can't go around asking about missing persons in my skivvies now, can I?
Dick, your plain black suit with the gray tie was at the cleaners? No spare? And what about that grisly murder?
That's what happened to the spare. Don't ever send me on one of those again, Chief.
And what about that droid who was suspected of stealing all those jewels?
Oh, Roberta? Yeah, we're going to the fly-in theater this Friday. I think it's getting pretty serious, Chief.
You're not supposed to date the suspects, Dick. Now look here, pal. You're gonna take the next case that walks through that door, and you're gonna take it with a smile, or I'll be having your badge for breakfast.
Jeez, okay, Chief, whatever you say.
Oh, hey, and I meant to tell you, you remember old Mickey McDougal?
Not really.
Yeah, you know, old-timer over at Precinct X3. He would have retired about the same year you started gumshoeing for the force.
Not ringing a bell.
Well, the old man kicked the bucket. His funeral's next Sunday. You going?
No, hadn't planned on it.
Such a shame. Good guy, really was.
Gotta get some stuff I gotta get done.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna be hard at work on your next case. Oh, hey, did you get an invite to the company picnic? Roselle really needs everyone to RSVP so we can get a good head count for food.
Yeah, I mean, probably if I'm not, working I can.
I know I gotta let you go, but hey, I gotta ask you. I'm working on this digiscan over here, and it doesn't seem to be sized right. Do you know anything about these digiscans?
I guess, hard to tell what's going wrong if I can't see it. Did you try restarting the scan pack?
How would I do that?
There should be a button.
A what now?
A button?
I don't see it. Is it round, square, or a triangle?
Is there a triangle button on the thing?
Nope.
Well, then not that. Hey, Chief, I'm getting a visitor. I bet this is my next case. I really gotta go.
You better take that case, Rogers. Well, hey, I'll let you go then. Just don't forget to bring your laser blaster in for calibration. Oh, and did I tell you McNeil got promoted? Yeah, real good.
I gotta go. I love that man like a father, but he needs to get a droid to talk to. Now, where were my whiskey pods?
Suddenly, there was a tiny little knock at the door.
Already? Gah! Come in.
I can't open the door.
Fine, I'm coming. Ew, a kid?
Hi, I'm Dweezil, and I'm looking for trouble.
A kid looking for trouble? Typical. Who put you up to this, Dweez? Did Timmy and Tommy send you over here? What did they bet their jelly beans and a length of string that you wouldn't go into the space detective office?
No, I took a space taxi all by myself. I came here because I saw your ad for being a detective, and I need help finding trouble.
Well, you've come to the right place, kid, because trouble usually finds me.
Dick realized his joke was wasted on this kid who was clearly unable to recognize his comedic genius.
Thank you. At least someone here gets it. All right. Now, how do you want to find trouble?
Well, I lost him, and, Trouble was my best friend in the whole wide world.
Oh God, this isn't an imaginary friend situation, is it? Because the last time I got involved in one of those, it did not end well.
No, trouble is real. I take them everywhere I go. We like to play in the sand dunes behind my house and make up stories together. I sleep with them at night. I even take them with me to sleepovers, even though the other kids make fun of me, but I don't care.
Ah, the faithful stuffed animal. Look, kid, I'm sure your mom or dad will find it. Why don't I just call you a space taxi real quick here and have you get on your way home? Now, what's your address?
I know my address. I have it mesmerized. QZ-999 Starlight Array.
Say that again?
Dick knew very well what the kid had said, but wanted time to process. Starlight Array was where the 0.0001% lived.
Q-999 Starlight Array.
Kid, you know what? I will take the case.
Yay! And here, I can pay you.
The kid opened a tiny backpack in the shape of a stuffed teddy bear.
I brought stickers. Ooh, these are the good ones. If you scratch this one, it really smells like earwax. I also got digi-wallets, candy, and a bunch of cool rocks. Look at this one. It's the same shape as a turtle. And this one's...
Did you say digi-wallets?
Yeah. I got a bunch of them. I know adults like them, but they aren't as awesome as these rocks are. Look at this one. It's got a face on it, and right next to the face is this long thing. This rock made my mom's friend Eddie really laugh.
Okay, kid, I'll take these boring digi-wallets. You can keep the rocks and the stickers. Actually, I will take that packet of gummy bears, though.
Oh, come on. You're not really going to take the case. You're literally taking candy from a baby.
He's got to be at least 9. And anyway, the chief did say I absolutely had to take the next case. And I don't want to ignore my direct order. Now stop busting my fourth wall and tell them what we do next.
Dick grabbed his Investikit and started to lead Dweezil out to his hover car.
All right, Dweez, if we're going to trouble, the best place to start is retracing your steps. Where did you see him last?
Trouble isn't a him. Trouble is a they them. They told me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ugh, kids these days.
But it probably was when I was with Eddie and Gus at our restaurant. Mama says I'm not supposed to go there, but Eddie and Gus lets me go with them sometimes.
Which restaurant? Did you leave trouble at the ball pit at Moon Donald's?
Ugh, we don't go to Moon Donald's. It's yucky. This was our restaurant.
Oh, you mean like your family is rich and they own a restaurant and it's that restaurant?
My family owns a lot of stuff. But yeah, it's our restaurant. It's really good. They have the best macaroni and space cheese. You have to try it. Go to FD 321 Bench Drive, Tempest Array.
Ew, I didn't know they even had restaurants on Tempest Array. But I guess that's as good as a place to start our scene anyway.
Dick helped Dweezil into the passenger seat of his unmarked hover squad car and pointed the nose in the direction of Tempest Array. And while visions of money and influential friends dance in Dick's head, we're contractually obligated to get our sponsors' words dancing in yours.
Hey kids, what's got you so down?
We're bored! Our toys are old!
And boring.
Isn't there something new for us to play with?
Well, I have good news for you kids.
Introducing the hottest new toy this season, modeled after yours truly, it's Lil Skeevies.
Wow!
What do they do?
What can't they do? Lil Skeevies are made with the newest, up-to-date AI technology, and you can go on an infinite number of adventures. Just pull a string and...
What's Daddy's credit card number? Be sure to include the 3 digits on the back.
And you're off. Who knows what kind of fun you can have with Lil Skeevies?
Is your mom single? Hide me in a room.
And that's not all! Connect your Little Skeevy to the internet and join the Lil Skeevy Network. Network with other Lil Skeevy owners, and your Little Skeevies can learn from each other.
Alright, so the floor plan looks like this. The parents go to bed at 10 p.m. sharp. That's our chance to sneak in, grab the jewels. Skeevy 1 is on watch duty. Skeevies 2 and 3 are extraction. Get in, grab the target, get out. Skeevy 4, me, is on distraction duty. I'll keep the family mutt busy with the RC car and the chew toy.
Playing with your Lil Skeevy will also earn you Skeevy Coin, a new, less than regulated currency. You can use Skeevy Coin to gain prizes and perks from the Skeevy store, new accessories and costumes for your Lil Skeevy to wear. And soon you'll even be able to redeem Skeevy Coin for goods and services, just as soon as the British Parliament gives in to my demands. So order now. Go online to the Skeevy Mite webpage where pre-orders are available right now. Early adopters get an exclusive pricing of $49.99. That's right, it's just $49.99. Get yours now before they're all gone. All pre-orders come with a special gold suit for your Little Skeevy, so don't wait. This will be the hot new toy this holiday season. I guarantee it.
Lil Skeevy has not been approved by the FCC.
Lil Skeevy, get him today!
Give me a green paper your mom keeps in her purse. We rejoin Dick and Dweezil as the hover car coasts to a stop next to an almost suspiciously nondescript building.
Yeah, it has 7 legs, but it used to have 8, but I think it still might have the one that fell off in the box in my toilet.
Are you sure this is the place?
No. We're not allowed to park any closer to our restaurant. They said it's a liability. I'll show you where to park.
The kid led Dick off down the street. After about a 10-minute walk, they turned the corner, Dick slightly out of breath.
I am not.
Dick, not out of breath at all, laid eyes on the full-size commercial building. It was at least 100 international space feet long. That's 30.48 European space meters for those of you outside USA designated galactic territory, which is about 95% of you.
Geez, Dweez, that's what you call a restaurant?
Yup. Come look. There's lots of crates to climb on and stuff.
As they entered the building, they quickly went through a small and drabby-appointed dining room into a much larger space, and that's when Dick began to worry.
Did I say I was worried? No, I'm Dick freaking Rogers, space freaking detective. I'm not scared at all. These wooden crates don't look like stolen goods at all.
Dick walked in, cool as a lab-grown cucumber, and had taken no more than 3 steps inside when 2 individuals that I can only describe as goons with menacing auras stepped out from behind the boxes of totally not stolen stuff.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Hey, dude! Well, we talked about this. I was gonna start this time. You always get the hey line.
Oh, shoot, you're right. My bad. Habits die hard, you know. Go for it. Actually, let's walk back and start from the beginning again. Hey, we're gonna take it from the top, okay?
Go for it.
They stepped out from behind the boxes of totally legit legal stuff.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Dude, that was awesome. Nice job.
Thanks, that means a lot coming from you.
This is just my new friend Dick Rogers. He's a space detective, and he's helping me solve a case. Dick, these are my friends, Patient Eddie and Gus the Strangler.
Whoa. You brought a space detective here?
He's just a kid, he doesn't know. Master Dweezil, why aren't you at home?
You know you aren't supposed to be here, and bringing strange guys around? Not cool, man. Not cool. Turn right around. We're driving you straight home, young man.
Dick was not looking forward to that walk back.
Aw, come on. It was a steep hill. I'm not used to this rating of artificial atmosphere.
After an easy walk, which left Dick feeling refreshed and ready to run a marathon, they arrived back at Dick's car, which was precisely where he noticed an extremely nondescript hover van parked just steps away, toward which the goons were steering him and the boy.
All right, Dweezy, you and your friend hop in the back with me, and Gus will drive us all back to the big house.
Yeah, come on, Dick. I can't wait to show you my room.
The goon opened the pair of rear doors and roughly manhandled Dick inside.
Hey, watch who you're shoving in, buddy.
Oh, excuse my roughness. I just know Dweezil here will be in a hurry to get home, and I don't want you holding things up.
He hopped in behind Dick while pulling the doors shut, and the van began to hover its way toward Starlight Array. Dick's senses of foreboding grew with each minute of the trip.
Yeah, actually I am getting a little worried.
Will Dick ever find trouble and get out of this predicament, or is he in trouble?
Okay, I'm gonna make it out, right?
We'll find out what befalls Dick right after this commercial break.
Hey, kids, it's Skeevy Mike here to remind you about my new Lil Skeevies. Just pull the string and hear him say,
Give me all your parents' money.
That's it from Little Skeevies. We'll be back to remind you again about my new product, Lil Skeevies.
After a trip during which Dick's mind had nearly exploded from his concerns with what his future might bring, he had to really stop and mentally reset as he stepped out onto the circular landing strip in front of the biggest, most grandiose monstrosity of a home that I mean Dick, has ever seen.
Home? This ain't no home. More of a compound.
All right, you two stay here. We're gonna go talk to our associates.
But as soon as the goons were out of sight, Dweezil dragged Dick up and through the front doors that would have looked more appropriate on a fairy tale castle.
Come on, Dick.
The kid ran down a deep, winding, labyrinth-like hallway that seemed to have an infinite number of doors lining the walls. Dick's sense of foreboding grew with each door he passed.
Geez, come on. There's a part 2 to this show? That means I can't die this soon, right?
Dick had explored what seemed like endless rooms which the compound the kid showing him would wonder after each turn.
Look here, Dick. This is a room where we keep all our briefcases.
What do people even use briefcases for anymore? Everything's all digital.
Yeah, but when you have a lot of digi-wallets, where else are you gonna keep them?
These are filled with digi-wallets?
And that was the moment Eddie and Gus had happened to catch up with an unlikely pair.
I thought I told you to stay by the hover van.
This little guy just couldn't wait.
Nah, he can't be like that.
And Dweezil dragged Dick off again, this time with the goons in tow.
Come on, Dick. Come see my pet pony.
That is just a horse head on a stick. So, Dweez, you remember anything about where you left this toy?
Yeah, good luck with that, Dick. Dweezy could lose a neon light in a pitch black room.
Come on, Dick. Let's ride out to the pool.
Dick followed behind the kid, wondering if they were even still looking for trouble, or if Dick was going to take over the role of friend and confidant for the pipsqueak. After seeing the sights of the pool, that idea started to look pretty good.
Hi, Candy. Hi, Summer. Dick, these are some more of my friends.
Huh. Can they be my friends too?
You wish.
Yeah, of course. We love having pillow fights. Dick, you can be on my team.
Hi, little Dweezy. Come on in the water. It's so nice today. You too, Eddie, Gus, everyone in the pool.
Can't. I'm looking for trouble. You haven't seen them, have you? Aw, sweetie, I'm so sorry. I know how close you two are. Have you thought about looking?
Uh-oh, sounds like the boss is having some fun.
You ladies looking for some fun of your own?
No. Actually, Summer, why don't we take the card and do a little shopping at the Space Mall?
Best idea you've had in a long time, Candy. But after that, I have to work on my dissertation. It has taken so much longer than I thought it would to really parse out the full impact of digital surveillance on civil liberties in the intergalactic societies.
You're right. I've got to write my closing statement for the trial next week, too. Fun hater.
Way to go, you flatfoot. You've got zero game if a dissertation beats hanging with you.
Dweezil continued leading Dick and their entourage on an extensive tour of the compound, punctuated by periodic outbursts of shouting from the direction of the boss's office. Eventually, they arrived in a massive room with a large pair of ornate double doors at the far end. Belatedly, Dick thought he should probably be taking photos of the place. He had a feeling that the chief would really be interested in this stuff.
Hey, I'm no snitch. Dweezil, get down! Someone in here is shooting!
It's okay, Dick. Come on, I've got a bunch more cool rocks over here.
You! Come on, kid! Are you crazy? Why are you walking closer to the action? Come back here!
Dick draws his weapon and is getting ready to bust down those ornate doors to protect the kid from what's in there when suddenly both doors fly open. There, framed by the intricately carved door frame, stood Lorena Isirio, matriarch of the Isirio crime family, and the most beautiful crime boss Dick had ever seen. He stopped dead in his tracks, unsure if proper protocol when coming face to face with the deadliest woman in the galaxy. Dick decided a slight bow was best.
Oh, look here. I mean, exactly what would have you have done? Nope, don't answer that. This is my show, my story. Let's keep this moving. She had a gun drawn at me, too, you know. Notice how the narrator left that out?
I was getting there. Lorena held a gun pointed casually in Dick's direction.
That's quite the blaster you've got there. Care to explain why you have it drawn in my home, endangering my child?
We had things under control, boss.
This is the last time I just follow some kid. Hello, your majesty, Miss Irisorio. My name is Dick Rogers, and I'm gonna move real slow and holster my laser blaster. Okay, there we go. Now look, I don't make it a point of flashing that thing around and any swanky digs like this, but when I heard gunshots and the kids started heading towards these here doors, well, I got a little nervous.
Oh, that. Why, that was just a movie, Dick. I love the theater, but as you can imagine, I don't get out often. And so Ultra Universal Studios sends me everything to watch here in my own home theater.
Must be some good speakers.
The very best, obviously. I was just in the middle of watching Angels with the Filthiest Souls.
The final installment of the Angels trilogy with the AI-captured digital reconstruction of Ryan Gosling Jr.?
But that's not even scheduled to come out until New Year. The opening is months away.
Is it? Well, then I shouldn't let anyone know that he dies at the end of this one.
No!
Boss! Spoilers!
Enough of this. I'd like a clear and concise answer. Why are you in my home?
Ma'am, Miss Irisorio, I'm not looking for trouble here. I am looking for trouble. But I don't want trouble. I do want trouble. I'm just here on a case.
What?
No, not a case, a companion.
Excuse me?
For your son.
Excuse me?
All right, look. I'm just trying to help your son find a toy he lost. It's a pastime of mine, helping people find stuff they've lost.
You know, you're not the first man to walk into my house under the guise of helping my son. That time, I had the man removed from the game board because I had my suspicions he was after my extremely legitimate businesses. Turned out he just had a major crush on me and thought Dweezil was the way to my heart. What a fool. Are you a fool, Dick?
Yes, Miss Irisario. I mean, no, I'm not a fool, Miss Irisario. I'm just trying to help a kid get his toy back, but I can see I'm not needed here. Sincerely, I'm a big fan, and I would never dream of pulling one over on one of the women who arranged a simultaneous robbery of 55 banks on the 55 terraformed planets in this sector, an amazing interplanetary heist.
Oh, I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, excuse me, my mistake. But that job your crew pulled, where you drove hover cars vertically up the side of the Bank Uno building so you could have direct access to the executive level and collect all the loose gold they kept lying.
Never heard of that job.
Of course not. But I heard about that one where you managed to smuggle 207 kilos of white rhino horn through the little Latvia section of the space station.
Well, we could talk back and forth all night about crimes that were committed by someone. Clearly, you shouldn't be here. I could call the Galactic Interstellar Force, but I'd rather not deal with all that. I don't love having unexpected visitors in my home. So instead, I have a proposition for you.
Oh?
I need someone good at finding things to help me find something. So if you help me out, I'll forget you wandered onto my property without invitation.
Deal.
I need your help finding a safe. Come into my office and I can explain the plan. Dweezil, go play, will you, sweetie?
Dick felt he had no choice but to hear out the nice woman who just happened to still have a blaster in her hand, especially after the kid wandered off. Dick wasn't certain he could find his way out without help. So he entered her office, listened to her plan, and speaking of listening, it's time for you, the audience, to listen to these words from our sponsors. In today's hustle and bustle world, it can be hard to slow down when it's time to get your rest. Many of us feel pressure to constantly be on the move, hustling and grinding your way through life. But dear listeners, there is another way. When it's time to slow down, just slip your feet into the new Zithrax Honk Shoes. They are not only cushioned with the finest memory foam, they are not only lined with the softest plush merino wool, they weigh 87 pounds per foot. If you're having trouble slowing down, Zithrax Honk Shoes will stop you in your tracks faster than you can say, I really should be going to bed right now. Because you can't be out there moving and grooving if you literally can't pick up your feet. Zithrax Honk Shoes for when it's time to get your I'm sorry, what? Back to the show, listeners. Where were we? Yes. Lorena explained to Dick that he would be finding a safe located in a bank, a specific bank with a high-end intergalactic savings and loan. Specifically, this safe was somewhere in the catacombs beneath the bank. Apparently, Lorena forgot something there, and she was given a tour a while back, but can't remember the path back to the safe. She wasn't about to bother the owners, as it would appear ungrateful.
In context, it makes sense. I just don't have the time to explain all the nuances.
No, there wasn't time because Dick was swiftly ushered back to the hover van, shoved in the back along with Lorena's goons, and a cart filled with everything a guy might need to find a safe. Along with what he recognized as grav lift setup that looked big enough to lift out a whole vault in question, and driven to the bank's back entrance. Swiftly, the goons took a large steel cylinder and rammed it into the back door, easily ramming it open.
All right, Rogers. Here's your equipment. Where's the safe?
I just got here. Give me a minute to orient myself. Let's get down these flights of steps. Can you help me with this bag? It's really heavy.
Ooh, you're right. This sucker weighs a ton.
Watch out, you're gonna trip.
Oh.
Dweez?
Hi, Dick. I had to come along. My mom said I couldn't go, but she didn't say I couldn't get in this bag.
Master Dweezil, you should not be here. We're gonna catch hell from your mother.
Okay, but we gotta find this safe. It should only take a few minutes, then we'll get out of here and get this kid back to his mom.
Reluctantly, everyone agreed to the job needed to go forward. They took the elevator down to the sub-floor, about 20 floors underground, according to Dick's scan. The doors open into a shiny room of chrome.
Ah, the safety deposit boxes. This must be the floor. Come on, but be sure to step...
The kid dashed through the elevator doors, across the shiny room, and to a small furry toy lying in front of a door with a large wheel and blinking keypad.
You better go after him, Dick. Our colleagues might shoot first, and then you'll be the one Lorena is asking questions of.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Language, potty mouth.
Dick ran after Dweezil, leaving the reluctant goons behind in the elevator. He caught up just seconds before they had reached a small, green, high-heel-wearing figure lying on the floor.
Trouble! Look, Dick, we found him!
Great, kid, and we found the safe. Let's get out of here.
But just as Dick reached to pick up what he presumed was a rather bulbous toy made in the general shape of a man, but also wearing glittery high heels, Trouble's legs flexed, bringing those ostentatious shoes into play and standing upright of their own volition.
Not so fast there, pal!
Ah! You're no toy!
No! I'm Trouble. Nice to meet you. But now's not the time for pleasantries. We gotta bust into this safe and get out of here before Lorena realizes what's happening.
You two okay over there?
They're fine.
Huh?
Trouble grabbed Dick's laser gun and set it to stun and shot the goons who had just started to wander over from the elevator.
Now let's get to it or you're next, and I'll make the kid help me. Oh, Trouble, you're so funny.
Will Dick make it out of this jam, or will he die 20 floors below ground, shot by a Muppet wearing high heels?
Aw, come on!
The only way to find out is join us next week for more adventures of Dick Rogers, Space Detective. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, but just another Dick Rogers cliffhanger we'll probably never find out the end of. Oh well, you guys ready to get some food?
Eleanor, scroll down a little.
Oh my god, holy crap! A whole nother script?
You really don't read the notes before we start, do you?
Hey, I am who I am. Go ahead. Hit the music while I grab another sip of water and we'll be off to the rocket races!
Or at least that's what happened that day at DBQ Fest. But for those of you listening here later, you'll have to wait until next month for the second episode. Unless you sign up for our Patreon and get access now to the full live show in video form. And to tell you how to find us on Patreon and elsewhere, we'll throw it back to the live show.
Hit him with the handles, Mike.
We're on Facebook at Dick Rogers Pod, on Instagram at Dick Rogers Space Detective, and Twitter at Rogers Space. And you can join the nerds on Patreon at patreon.com/space_detective.
This episode's nerds are Angela Ventris as Eleanor, Dweezil, Summer, and Trouble. Michael Storm as Mike Nutley, the Chief, and Skeevy Mike. Brittany Stone as Evangeline, Child 2, Candy, and Lorena. Logan Wright as Daniel, narrator, and Lil Skeevy. Andrea Lang as Charlotte and Dick Rogers. Jacob Herman as Philip and Gus the Strangler. And Nicholas Johnson as Coburn, Child 1, and Patient Eddie. Dick Rogers and the Kindergarten Kaper was written by Angela Ventris and Nicholas Johnson. Music by Nicholas Johnson, sound design by Michael Storm, and audio editing by Nicholas Johnson.